Hey guys, welcome to At Home Fitness with Coach A. I am Coach A, and this is the YouTube channel that aims to bring you guys in gym quality coaching and workouts for your at home or garage gym needs. Now, you guys are going to see a lot of changes happening on the videos over the next couple weeks. Doing our best to try and bring you guys clear, concise videos as short as possible that makes you want to watch them, receive that coaching, and keep clicking back. As always, please hit the subscribe or like button below to get those workouts delivered to you on the daily, and let us know how you do. Post your workout results, post your weights, post your movements. Super interested in hearing back from everybody. Without further ado, here's your workout. Today is the 212th workout. It is Tuesday, October 13th here in Cleveland, Ohio. And we're looking at two pieces today, guys. We have a strength component and a workout component. That first strength component, as you see, is a 10-minute AMRAP. We're looking at a complex here, a barbell complex specifically. 5 deadlifts, 5 hang power cleans. Feel free to start that hang wherever you want. And 5 front squats. Now, we're going to be doing this work with a barbell. The weight is entirely up to you. It can be lighter, it can be heavier. Here's why. You're going to do 5, 5, and 5 reps, and then you have to put the bar down. Once you put the bar down, you can then obviously pick it back up into that first deadlift of the next round of 5. Your score for the 10-minute AMRAP is going to be completed unbroken rounds. So if you guys want to go really heavy and make it very difficult to work your way through the 5-5-5, that is fine. If you want to keep it a little on the lighter side, make it easier and accumulate lots of reps, that is fine as well. This is going to be up to you today. Obviously, the heavier you guys go, the more time you're probably going to need to rest and recover throughout that 10 minutes. So we should see some very different scores from the crowd of fitness fanatics. Now, however you want to strategize this is your call. Ideally, what I'm looking for here is that you are really pushing yourself in terms of reps for the weight specifically. So almost as if there's a ratio there of I optimize my 10 minutes with the weight that I have, okay? Moving on to our workout. We're looking at a 6-minute AMRAP. We're going to be doing very low rep sets here and transitioning back and forth as fast as possible. A couple reasons. One, legs should be pretty tired from the strength AMRAP. And 2, I want to see you guys make those quick transitions, work on seamless stand squats, wall balls, and down to the ground for the sit-ups. So we get a little better at those. We can make them better transitions in other workouts in the future. So 6 minutes, 5 wall balls, and 10 Abmat sit-ups. Stick around if you guys want to see movement modifications and adaptations. All right, so a little different lift for you guys today. We're looking at an AMRAP for a lift as opposed to rounds with specific rest. Again, the weight is going to be your call. So you guys are going for 10 minutes, and the goal is unbroken 5-5-5 deadlifts, hang power cleans, and front squats. The limiting factor here is probably going to be that hang power clean. Unless somebody has some front squat mechanic issues. Obviously, the heavier we go, the more rest you are going to require before that next round. The lighter you go, the more likely you're going to be able to put that bar down and pick it right back up, as you guys need to tap the bar on the ground or at least ground it in between every round. Let's get rolling with some wall balls and sit-ups. So we're into our wall balls to start the workout. 5 wall balls, 6 minutes, not a lot of time, not a lot of reps. Straight through them every time, guys. No reason to put that ball down. Right to your sit-ups. The first kind of Abmat sit-up we're going to do has the feet together, the soles of the feet together, knees out to the side. This removes our hip flexors from the sit-up for the most part. It makes it pretty much core muscles. I'm going to crank out 10 of them again, straight through here. and pop up and head back to the next set of 5 wall balls. Ideally, I would be doing those Abmat sit-ups right next to the ball, but I'm not interested in doing them on the driveway, so I had to travel a little bit. And to our next round of 5, again, crank them out unbroken every time, 6 minutes. You're not going to get a lot of rounds. I want back and forth quickly. Now, the second set of sit-ups we have here has the feet flat on the ground. This is going to use the hip flexors a little bit more, but it's also going to keep that lower back from possibly getting tight with an arch going back, similar to arching at the bottom, too much at the bottom of a squat. Stay tuned for movement modifications. Alright guys, let's talk modifications for today's stuff. So first thing is going to be that barbell complex AMRAP. If we're looking at a modification here, we probably do not have a barbell. Alright, in which case we're going to take a look at the obvious answers here, which are going to be a set of dumbbells. We can deadlift with those, we can hang power clean with those, and we can front squat with those. If we're looking at a single dumbbell, or possibly even a single kettlebell, there's a couple of different ways we could do this with a single dumbbell. I can always do that suitcase deadlift. I can do the single side RDL. I can look at, a hang clean from inside the hips. I can look at a hang clean from outside the hips. I can get that weight set in place and do my single side squat, or I can set it in the goblet position and do it there. I can always do a deadlift in between the feet, which is pretty much going to be the same thing that we're looking at here with the kettlebell, right? Tap down in between the feet. I can always do a swinging hang power clean, and then I'm into my front squats, or I'm in my goblet squat if I want to hold that in front of the chest. If we are looking at a band being our only piece of equipment for this kind of a lift, then obviously it's not going to be a lift. What I'm going to have you do instead is going to be taking that band, putting it under the feet, doing our deadlifts with the band, and then we're going to take the band and we're going to loop it over the traps, and we're going to do a good morning, trying to hold the knees back a little bit more. So from a peripheral standpoint here, on the deadlift, I'm going to let the knees bend, move forward over the toes, and then I'm going to push through a little bit more like a standard deadlift setup position. And then when I get that band on the traps for the good morning, I'm going to keep, even maybe reach those knees back to get a little bit more hamstring tension for the modification for the hang clean. For the front squats, we're simply just going to take the band, hold it in our hands, and go into some air squats. Now, obviously, 5 reps at a time isn't going to be a ton for this. So instead, I would suggest you guys work up to maybe like a 10 rep set for each of those, or something around that range. In which case, it's going to be a little different outcome, especially with rep numbers. But the idea is to get the rounds thought of in a way that we're treating it more like a heavy lift. So if a light set of 5 deadlifts with a barbell would take you, 6, 7, 8 seconds, but a heavier set, and then same thing with the other 2 movements, would take you more in the range of 15 seconds, then I want you to move with the band to adjust to the 15-second time frame, not necessarily the 5 to 8 second time frame, okay? For the second piece, we have wall balls, we have sit-ups. Sit-ups, pretty much sit-up. I'm not really going to give you guys modification for that. If we need one, then we probably have an injury issue or something along those lines that we possibly need to talk about anyway when it comes to modifications. The first piece of that, however, the wall ball, assuming we don't have a ball, we can take our dumbbells, we can take our kettlebell, we can hold them in front, do a press at the top, hit a thruster. We can take 2 of them, we can stack one on the side. Maybe I go through with the right arm on the first round, then I switch to the left arm for the second round after I come back from the Abmat sit-ups. We can take a barbell. If you guys are going to go barbell or any of these weights, I want you to keep in mind that this should be light. It's taking the place of a wall ball. It is not taking the place of, something that's hundreds of pounds. So when we're doing those thrusters with the bar, it probably needs to be an empty bar, something that we can rep out pretty quickly. Even if you don't feel like that is terribly challenging, I want it to be light, I want you to move through it quickly, and I want you to get it over.